let's be the trading community which actually makes traders and builds traders instead of fantasizing over already established traders which are making most of their money through selling courses. Now, my mother would always tell me, Caleb, you need to stop trading. It's gambling.
Hello and welcome to Mzarncy in Forex. On this video we feature an emerging trader named Alpha C, to cover our previous video titles according to the experience he has had with the market.
There is a very fine line between trading and gambling. And that fine line is cheating. In gambling, you can argue the fact, yes, it's difficult to cheat nowadays with all the new rules that's put in place and all the security around the games and the machines. It's very difficult to cheat. You're right, it is. But the difference is still cheating. I did not say there is a direct line between trading and gambling. I said there's a fine line. And you need to stay on the trading side when trading and stay on the gambling side when gambling. You can't cheat the markets. You cannot two-time the markets. Luck is involved in trading and gambling, and skill is involved in trading and gambling, and developing a hunch for it over time is involved in both. So trading and gambling is very similar, but it becomes a problem when you treat trading like gambling. Even though they are similar, they should not be treated the same. The reason I lost most of my money, well, all of my money yesterday, was because I treated trading like gambling. I lost money and I thought, I can't lose this money. Let me put in more, let me up the risk. Let me just make back what I got with a little bit of profit, then I'll be satisfied, then I'll come back another time. That's when you treat trading like gambling. I repeat myself, trading and gambling are very similar, but there's a fine line between the two, and the main lesson you need to take from this is don't treat trading like gambling. If you're a gambler, go ahead and gamble, but don't come gamble on the markets. You cannot cheat the markets, you cannot two-time the markets. The markets will respect only itself and not you. The only thing you can control in the markets is whether you click buy or sell, and when you close and when you open. That's the only thing you can control. I lost all my money yesterday by gambling on the trade. And it's easier said than done saying, just don't be a gambler when trading. Just don't let your emotions get involved. But for people like me that have a huge ego, and that the reason I have a huge ego is because of what I've achieved in my life. If you look at my social medias, you'll see like what I've achieved. I'm not the most successful person in the world, but because of the small success which I have achieved, I feel a sense of worth, a sense of high self-esteem inside me, and because of that I have a high ego in trading. And the reason I lose that much money in trading is because of that. It's because I tell myself I can't be wrong. I can't be wrong. Gamblers make money by taking big risks. Traders make money by managing big risks. In gambling, you can't say, okay, I'm gonna have a risk ratio of 1 to 3. In trading, you can. In trading, you can say, okay, I'm gonna risk $10 to make $30. If this goes negative, I'm only gonna lose $10. And if this goes positive, I'm only gonna make $30 or more. In gambling, you cannot say that. Well, I don't really know exactly how gambling works. I do have a rough estimate. I've been in a few casinos. I'm 20 years old. Shit. I turned 20 on the 14th of May. So I still feel 19. I've been in a few casinos. I've seen how these things work. There's a very fine line. It's not a solid line because both of them are very similar. But the lesson you need to take from this is don't treat trading like gambling. And the way you don't treat trading like gambling is don't let your emotions get involved. With gambling, it's all about emotions. It's about the atmosphere around you. It's about the drinks coming past. It's about you playing the cards. It's about you in that vibe. In trading, there's no vibe like that. You sit down in your chair, you analyze the market, you put your risk to reward ratio down, you close a trade, you close the screen, and you walk away. With gambling, you have to look at the charts. You have to if you trade like a gambler, you have to trade, you have to place more trades, you have to be constantly feeling that adrenaline rush, feeling that pump, and that's not the way you should be trading. People who are patient win in this trading game. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Gambling is a get-rich-quick scheme, and many people treat trading like a get-rich-quick scheme. But those people don't make it in the long run. They make it in the short run, and they lose all their money, and then they have to start over from scratch constantly. People like me. That's a mistake that I need to work on. Mentally just not doing well at all. I lost 1,000 Rand in one day, and not because I lacked the skill of trading, not because eventually after many losses, well, obviously after many losses I lost the money, but not because eventually after following my trading plan and just taking so many losses I blew my account. That's not the reason I blew my account. The reason I blew my account was because of ego. It was because I couldn't be wrong. I thought to myself, how can I lose money? How could I have been wrong? This trading, I know the trading strategy is mostly profitable, so obviously there will be losses. My trading strategy, I use break of structure, and I trade with support and resistance. Every trader trades with that, with supply and demand zones. That's my main thing, and Fibonacci. And I asked, how could I be wrong? How? Like, I lost the trade, and my trading plan says trade one trade every single day. Only one trade. If you see a good opportunity. If you don't see it in the morning, wait for the afternoon. If you don't see it in the afternoon, wait for the evening. If there's nothing in the evening, then there was no reason to trade that day. But I lost all of the money in one day because emotion took over. Revenge trading. Not fear of loss, revenge trading. I don't have that much of fear of loss anymore. I've overcome that, but my main thing is ego and revenge trading, and that's how I lost everything. In a video that maybe I'll put the video here, how to make money trading, how to make money to build capital for your trading account. I clean people's laundry for that money, and I eventually built it up to 500 Rand. Here's the account, 500 Rand. And then I grew it to 1,000 Rand, or 1,100-ish, not sure. And then I lost it all in one day with another 1,000 Rand, 900 Rand. The previous day I traded and I lost money. I lost 100 Rand. I even said so in one of my videos. Then the next day, which was yesterday, I lost money, and I told myself, if I lose this trade, I'm not gonna up my lot size that much next week. Instead of going 0.05 on a micro, I'm gonna go 0.04 or 0.03. But as soon as I lost the trade, I instantly placed another trade. And instead of going 0.02, which was my initial lot size, I went 0.1, which is one standard lot size. And I just kept losing trade after trade after trade. And my mentality through this whole process was, okay, right, I lost 300 Rand. I didn't lose everything in one trade. I lost it in countless trades trying to get that money back, but you never get the money back. At first I lost 200. No, at first I lost 100, then another 100, and then 200. So now I was in negative 400. So I thought to myself, okay, if I could just get 400 profit, close, and then learn from this lesson, and then never trade again. I lost money trading today. I lost 1,000 Rand. I'm just being real. If I could only make 400 Rand. And eventually the trade goes into 300 Rand profit, and I tell myself, don't close yet. And it gets close to 400, and it touches 400, but because it isn't exactly 400 or slightly above 400, I'm scared that if I close the trade, the slippage is basically when it touches your stop loss and it goes either a little more or a little less right before it closes. So either your stop loss, if you made your stop loss $5, either it closes with $5.20 or $4.80. That's slippage. When it goes past your take profit or your stop loss, and it suddenly goes up or suddenly goes down, and that affects the price at which your trade closes at. So I would think, slippage is gonna cause it to close with 380 Rand instead of 400 Rand, and guess what? The trade went all the way into negative. And I'm constantly in the stage of denial. I'm constantly saying, no, the trade is going to go back into positive again. Don't worry about it. Just hold. And it breaks with negative. And then I lost another 200 rand. So now it's 600 rand. So now I only have 400 rand left in my account. And I think, okay, right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up a trade and I'm going to close with 200, then I'm going to open up a trade, close with 200 rand profit, and then open up a new trade and then do that until I have about 800 rand profit so that I can at least profit with 200 rand for the day. That never happened. I lost every single trade. As you can see here, I lost every single trade and I have nothing to my name now. I have nothing, and many people would quit after this because this is not the first time I blew my account. And it's not me not having a skill to trade, because I've grown the account from 500 to 1,000 rand. That's 100% account growth. If you take this to any bank and say, listen, I grew my capital to 100% within 3 days, they'll laugh in your face and they'll say, yeah, stop lying. It's not possible. 100% account growth. That means if I put a 5,000 rand in, I would have grown it to 10,000 rand. And I lost all my money because emotions took over. And I said this in the previous video. The people with strong personalities, the people with huge egos, they get it the worst at trading. And it really affected me at a hectic level. In the future, when I do have much more money to my name, then I'll speak about like what I went through yesterday in more detail, not at this part of my life, but I really felt bad. It's not easy to take these hits. It's not easy at all. And the people closest to you feel it the most. They feel it the harshest because they see how you actually change as a person and how this game, it hits you hard. And 1,000 rand is a lot of money for me. I lost it all, but I'm not going to give up. I don't know how I'm going to make the money again. I will have to look for the opportunities, around me and get in again. But the reason I lost all that money was because I couldn't control myself. I couldn't control my emotions, and I couldn't say, Caleb, just leave it. You lost the trade. You only trade again tomorrow or on Monday. It's Saturday today and it's the 17th of June. And I had a trading plan in place that was supposed to make me $500 by now on a daily basis already. But because of emotions, I can't. And like now it looks like I'm calm, but it sucks in the moment. Yesterday it was horrible for me. Today I still feel bad because there's nothing in my trading account. I can't trade now. And demo account is just simply not the way to go, because you don't learn anything from a demo account. You can test out strategies, you can forward test strategies, but you can't learn anything from a demo account. Once you're at my level where you've actually made money and actually withdrawn money and seen it in cash, demo accounts, it's not even about not making money anymore. It's just like, it's not worth the time. I already have the skill of trading. I just don't have the skill of mastering my emotions. So if there is anyone out there who has mastered their emotions in trading and can keep a trading account, hit me up on Instagram at AlphaC and we can exchange skills, because my skill in trading is up there. I'm good at trading. I'm a profitable trader. Not right now, I don't have profit now, but I'm actually a profitable trader and I'm really great at trading. I'm great at executing trades, but I'm terrible at controlling my emotions. There are gonna be losses in trading, and I don't handle the losses that well. I'm not great at losing. I'm a sore loser. And for people like me, it's a tough industry to be in. It's the worst industry to be in if you can't be wrong. So that is why I lost. This is a long video. It's probably going to be about 10 minutes, but people need to understand that this is real. I lost real money. I don't have anything in my trading account left. I don't have anything in my bank account left. This is what I'm investing in. This is my future. Trading is how I'm going to make my first $1 million. And I can't give up. With these losses, I can't give up. There's no option of giving up. If there's an option of giving up for you, then trading does not have the same value in your life as it has for me. Because trading is not a side hustle. Yes, you put the money that you have on the side, the money that you put to the side, you can use that for trading, but trading is not a side hustle. Trading is not let me make a quick buck here. Trading is a career field. And the thing that I'm struggling with is psychology. And I'm going to have to work on that. I'm going to have to work on myself as a person. That's actually what I kind of like about trading. It forces you to become a better person. because if you don't, you just simply don't make money. Or you make money, you just don't keep it. It sucks when you lose as much money as I have. This is not my first loss, which makes it worse because you don't emotionally react as bad. You just feel weaker every time you lose. You just feel like the more you're moving forward, the more you can't push forward. And the truth is, it's all my fault. It's all my fault I lost all that money. Because I could have, instead of having 0 in my account now, I could have had 800 Rand in my account because I had 900 Rand to play with yesterday. I had 900 Rand in my account. And I lost the first 100 and I had 800 left. And then I thought, nah, I can't lose. And I went standard and lost all the money. I could have had 800 Rand next week and I could have, instead of going 0.05, I could have went 0.04 or 0.03. That's a lot of money, you know, because my risk to reward is basically 1 to 3. So I would have been making at least $30 on a daily. That's about 480 Rand, 500 Rand. So I'm gonna watch this video of me in the future and I'm gonna react to it. And I'm probably gonna be laughing then. It's gonna be funny then. It's kind of making me emotional now, holding all of this in person. And I'm gonna continue putting out trading content because my trading skill, the technical side of trading, that 20% which it consists of, I'm great at. And I can confidently say so. I've grown an account from 200 Rand to 2,000 Rand. But when I did that, I didn't do it for the clout. I did it for myself. And if you don't believe me, you can just ask Suleiman. I'll tag him in the description. You can ask him. And that wasn't for the clout. That was just me doing it to grow an account. So I don't have screenshots of that. I can show you a screenshot of the 2,000 Rand, but I can't show you a screenshot of the 200 Rand to 2,000 Rand, you know, because how would you prove that that's actually you? But my trading skill is great. It's just my inner self, my emotions. It's not as good as it should be in order to handle a trading account. So future me who's watching this, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's fun sitting there laughing and being like, yo, yeah, I used to be bad. I used to be that low, or I used to be at that level. It's fun laughing at it in the future, but you're welcome for all the work that I'm about to put in to get to where you are today. Yeah, I don't have anything. I can't trade right now, but I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. As long as my heart is beating my chest, I'm not giving up. And if you are truly serious about this, watching me being real with you about losing money, if you are truly serious about trading and becoming your own boss through the forex market or through stocks, I don't trade stocks, but I trade indices, which is technically stocks. But if you are serious about this, then don't give up as well. Because I'm not coming to you from a place where I have money. I'm coming to you from a place where I don't have money. From a place where I'm like, okay, look, I lost everything. But because I lost everything, that's why I'm not going to give up. If you are going through hell, don't stop going. Don't get off. Continue moving forward until you get to heaven. Let's start off with me saying I have made quite some money in trading. I have made 1,000 Rand a day, and this is in one trade. This is not multiple trades. 1,000 Rand a day. I've even made 2,000 Rand a day once. I have withdrawn the money into my banking app, so it's real. Trading is real. It's not a hoax, unless you sign up with a broker that opened up yesterday and you lose all your money. But it's not a hoax, it's real. I've made money in trading, but I've also lost money in trading. The most money I've ever lost in trading was 5,000 Rand. And this is not over a long period of time. This is in one day, in like a span of 30 minutes. That's how much I've lost in trading. And I actually have an open trade right now. So it's quite nerve-wracking. It doesn't matter how many times you open a trade because you level up. So you increase your lot size and you increase the amount that you trade with. So you don't ever get used to the feeling completely. So I'm still like thinking about that in my head. But anyway, I've lost a lot of money in trading. I've lost 5,000 Rand. Now, it's a lot of money. 5,000 Rand is a salary for me personally because I've worked at multiple holiday jobs and I've worked as a tour guide. So 5,000 Rand is my salary. And I lost that in one day. So you can imagine how I felt. And my recent big loss was 2,000 Rand in one day. So I just want to start off with that. Trading is not easy. You get the niche for it and you get a little hunch, and you do eventually develop intuition for it, if I can put it that way. You do eventually develop a kink for it, if I can say kink. I am here to tell you the truth explicitly about trading. I'm not here to sell you a course, at least not yet. I am here to open up and tell you the truth in this 5 minutes or less video that you are watching on YouTube right now. Now, I have grown an account from 200 Rand to 2,000 Rand within the span of 2 weeks. And that's what you call flipping. That's what you call flipping accounts. Many new traders will see these things like, oh, $10 to $50 or 200 Rand to 2,000 Rand in 3 days. They will see these huge account flips and they'll be like, damn, so all I need to get started with trading is just $10. It's just 100 Rand. It's just 50 Rand. I've seen some insane flips. I've seen a trader called Festex. He flipped from 700 Rand, South African Rands, all the way to 50,000 South African Rands over the course of a few months, I think. But that's not how you trade. Big traders do that just to test their skill. And new traders will see that and be like, okay, I have $10 right now, or I have 100 Rand, and that's basically all I need to trade. This is all I need. And that's not the truth. That is over leveraging your account. Over leveraging basically just means you are using more than you're supposed to use. My advice to any new trader is fund with the amount that you're willing to lose, and not like a huge amount. Like fund like with a 50 Rand and then open up a micro account. Or if you in the US, fund with like $5 and open up a micro account and just play around. Just like click buy, click sell, because only then will you understand what trading really is. It's just clicking buttons. It's just click buy, sell, and then done. I have an open trade right now, so it's quite nerve-wracking. I'm thinking about it. You never really get used to it because you level up in trading. You increase the lot size. The lot size is basically something to determine how much you are willing to risk on a trade. You increase the lot size, you increase the amount that you're gonna receive. So you never really get used to it. You know, even millionaire traders, they still stress to this day when they're making trades. They still stress because instead of making $100 a day, they're making like $10,000 a day. And that's something to stress about, definitely. But the truth about trading is you will lose a flip load of money. You will lose a lot of money before you actually make money. So rather stick to the micro accounts, stick to the small lot sizes, and keep pushing, because at the end of the day, the person who tries gets further than the person who doesn't try. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not extremely profitable yet. I am working my way to become a very profitable trader and to become rich in this. It's not a get rich quick scheme, because if you treat this as a get rich quick scheme, you are going to end up as a poor person very fast, very, very fast. A broke person. Poor is a mindset, broke is a state of wealth. Anyway, you will lose a lot of money, and that's me being completely honest with you. I don't recommend demo accounts because it doesn't really teach you much. It's good to test trading strategies on, but it doesn't really teach you much. So I will be journaling my trading journey on YouTube. I will be showing my account flips. I will be doing account flipping. I will be doing account growth. Not for other people, for myself, that's illegal. I don't have a trading license. I am not a trading or financial advisor of any kind. I'm going to be tracking my trading journey on YouTube, and you will see me go from 0 to 100. Right now I'm at like 0.5 because I have some knowledge of trading. You will see me go from 0 to 100 very fast. I'll show the trade that's actually running right now on this video. Hopefully it closed to take profit. It was getting close to take profit. It was in about 60% profit. But yes, if you would like to know anything about trading, I will answer you honestly, and just comment down below. If you want to see me grow, if you want to see my journey, you can subscribe to the channel if you want to. And yeah, I'm a step ahead of multiple people right now, people that's getting started. So if you want someone that's like a step or two ahead of you, and just to see where you should step and where you shouldn't step on your journey to the top. You should also subscribe, because I'm going to be giving good content and good advice. I'm not going to be, because I'm not receiving anything from this. I'm just sharing my story with the world, So yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, you can follow me on Instagram. And yeah, stay safe and stay profitable.
I hope you see that trading on its own just cannot be labeled as a scam, as there are many things that play a part in a trader ending up taking losses. Alpha C is working on himself as a person because he realized what is making him lose in trading. Even though he is losing in trading, he is not giving up because he knows that trading can make people's dreams come true. It needs to be treated just like a career field. Many traders always say trading is a business. So learn from these traders and see what knowledge you can acquire. See you on the next video.